Yes, so you still there on top of the Good Morning Niger, and our top story we will discuss today. We dey talk about the commissioner list where Oga Ambode carry come outside. A lot of people they fault am, they punch on am, especially PDP people. Say this one na for government yo. Na same of same, na vomited government, na disgusting government, na the same as he be. Everybody they say na the same as should be where the former president government to wear. Na the same as should be. Now they see they wear for this particular one. We want start to show. And I come make us think and say, make we go call one of our political analysts to them. People them way down you come meet and sit down. They watch as things they go. Make the call post shook mat inside. Make we know what be their thoughts on top this matter. Inside our studio, we get one of their very, very astute gentleman, Mr. Oladipupo Olayokun. Him a political analyst. Welcome this morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you,
We're very happy to get you in the studios this morning.
God bless you.
All right, so make we delve into the very issues straight ahead. On 21st of September, we've been here say Oga Ambode submit list of 23 commissioners and 14 special advisors to the State Assembly for screening. Now, amongst these names, former 6 cabinet members of the former government have been there this particular list. 6 cabinet members from the Babatunde Raji Fashola administration. And even for the advisors, we get some very familiar names will be relatives like Deji Tinubu, Anofi Elegushi, and the others. Now, a lot of Nigerians get different sentiments on top of this particular appointment or submission of names. But first of all, we would like to hear your thoughts on top of the matter in terms of the list of supposed appointments. Waiting for your thoughts on top of the matter.
Good morning, viewers.
Good morning.
You know, the problem we get for, well, not be Nigeria alone, no. Okay. Politics now one very interesting game.
Okay.
Game? Yes, it's a game, especially as we play for Nigeria here.
Okay.
Ordinarily, you will look at the list of commissioners should not generate much hula baloo because there are certain conditions that must be met.
Okay.
As the constitution they outline them. Because you know, say we dey democratic government. And the only difference we did between democratic government and military government, or even any other government for that matter, na the constitution we guide the activities of both the governed and the people in government.
Okay.
And if you go study the constitution very well, it gets certain things, requirements, or conditions where this list are supposed to meet. One, they talk of the geographical spread of the state. Lagos State get about 20 local governments and 37 local council development areas. You know, because of the politics where they play for Nigeria, when Lagos State fulfill all righteousness, we may say, I want to create additional local governments.
Yes.
Because we know go into the history of some states like Kano, Jigawa, that have over 40 something states, and Lagos State still remain 20 states officially. So Lagos State sit down, look at the condition, pass the requirement, say, okay, we don't get 57 local government. But because of the politics where they, at national level, they no sanction them. So that's why we get 20 local government for Lagos and 37 LCDs. And the constitution is very clear. If you want to appoint a commissioner, as far as state is concerned, it must reflect the spread.
Across.
So the constitution no say, make you no put your family there. Provided you are competent. That's why I say, yes, that is what they call opposition. If PDP is picking holes, it does make it very interesting because that's when all in politics. But the question is, are these guys competent?
Hey, you know, as I hear our analysts they talk, they feel like I swallow them because he just they hit the nail as I think for my mind. But sir, a lot of people go see the talk say, even if these people, do you think that our governor in Lagos State, the man that they give her clear water drink, because no, already people don't believe say, the
Chip
coffee where the guy
block.
they drink, it be like say Godfather coffee they inside. Say no, even if you know if you using clear mind, you think say get anything where go fit do for this appointment, where go please everybody.
It's not possible. In 1999, when Oga Obasanjo became our president, the man come tell Nigeria say his first cabinet, that's the first set of ministers, that only 3 people were there among these people, now the people were in know personally. The others were provided by you, and other people. The issue of commissioner or ministers, there's no way the governor will be the only person that will appoint. Because when politics, as they play around, some people, they will say, now you go become the governor. And when you become governor, you must compensate them. Because as they pick you, say, make you come be governor. Now, so they get people where they won't make commissioner. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So, again, unless you have been in politics for a very long time, there's no way you will have your eyes in every area of the local of the state.
Okay.
What do you rely on? You rely on people that already have the experience, that have the contact. But like I said, the most important thing is that this man has been given the sole responsibility of appointing his mini commissioners. That's what the constitution says.
All right.
And the only assignment where the constitution give the House of Assembly, that's okay, this is the people where I want to work with. Look at them.
Okay.
What we now have to tell the National House of Assembly is that they should do the needful by screening these people to make sure that they are competent.
Thank you very much, sir. Which leads to my next question. When you talk about competency being the singular factor where we supposed to eye, say, okay, based on your competence or based on everything, we go give you a pass mark to make the list. But how do you judge competency? Looking at the names where they don't submit one by one, how you feel rate, say, okay, this particular person, is they competent, seeing that they are yet to be appointed. So by what yardstick do you begin to measure their competency?
You are looking at their track record.
Okay, when you say track record.
Where are they coming from?
Okay.
What have they achieved in their chosen field? Thank God, people say, part of the people, the list we send, many of them served under Babangida Jagajaga.
You see what I talk this morning.
Okay.
And you see, whether you like it or not, Fashola is a human being, in getting faults.
Okay.
But there's something you cannot fault him.
Sure.
He gave us good governance in Nigeria, in Lagos.
In Lagos, yes.
So if people say, because these people were the people that contributed to the success of Fashola, because Fashola cannot be brought in as a commissioner again. Okay, the governor can say, I want to tap into the resources of Fashola. May I get some of the boys who work with him, where the guy succeed? Can we fault him? In Akwa Ibom State, about 9 of the current commissioners served under the immediate past governor. Heaven didn't fall now. Like I said, everybody, PDP should raise issues because that is politics. It makes it very interesting. If the governor just submit his list, nobody raises any issue. We're not going to say politics in Nigeria now. So we enjoy the game.
Wow, I know say a lot of you go to hungry you to call. But maybe we fit take 1 or 2 calls if you call us quick. Make you just put mouth inside this very interesting, well-rounded analysis where we get inside the studio from our political analyst, Mr. Oladipupo Olayoko, where they take up from a very calm perspective for us to know the things they're winning the thing. 2777-195, 2778, 195 and 2772-195. That be the one way we go do it in, where we go put for ground. You know, say, is it because Lagos State is a very sensitive state by way of population, by way of resources, economic empowerment? Why do you think that there is always so much rancor? There is always so much choking of eye. There is always so much digging, especially when it concerns Lagos State.
Don't forget that as things today now, the economy of Nigeria, when you're talking of the economic capital of Nigeria, not even Nigeria, the whole of West Africa is Lagos State.
Okay.
And don't forget that if you look at the history of Lagos State, it has a prominent place in the history of Nigeria. Don't forget that it was just under Babangida, I think it was 1992, after that coup, failed coup, that he quickly moved to Abuja. But the things that make Lagos tick still there. Are you getting my point? And again, Lagos State in the whole of the Southwest, since when we start this democratic dispensation, now the only state we never fall into the hand of PDP since 1999 in Southwest. Lagos State is the only state that has never been ruled by PDP.
So you feel that one day good for our democratic process, since there's supposed to be healthy opportunities for the different political parties. You feel that this one go actually profit us?
Please hold your thoughts, sir.
We get caller on the line.
We get caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, very quickly. Plenty people dey line Bamidele.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Bamidele.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
I want to pass for this matter. I want to agree with our political analysis for what you said about, tapping into the past government and all that. But the fact is, some of these names, we know them. Personally, I know some of these people.
Okay.
I don't want to start mentioning names. I don't know what Governor Ambode wants to tell us he's seen in such persons. But we know, fine, Fashola performed credibly well. But then, some of these people don't contribute even one court. They didn't even contribute anything in Fashola's process. We know them. So I don't know why he's bringing these people. The problem we have in Nigeria is godfatherism. If this thing stops, you see that we have equity in this country. Some of these people have no business in being in Ambode's government. We know them. Some of them are my friends. And I can tell you, they don't have anything to offer. Nothing to offer. I don't know why we keep recycling these people into the government, and you PDP is saying this, is saying that. I don't care about what PDP is saying, but personally, I'm telling you, some of these people have to.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We get another caller.
Okay.
Good morning to you.
Hello? Hello? Okay.
All right.
Very quickly, sir, you get anything to talk to
respond to the guy.
Yes, he was telling us that, yes, Fashola performed very well.
But some of these names have no business being because they have no contribute to the success of Fashola administration.
But how do we know? We were never part of their State Executive Council meeting. Because some of these things are discussed at State Executive Council meeting.
Okay.
And you never can know the role that these guys played while they were there. I remember that during the time of Babangida, Chief Tony Momo was the Minister for Information. Then at the state, demand started, just like the issue of reawakening the interest of Nigeria, or consciousness of Nigeria, started writing what we call letter to my countrymen. And people started asking questions that, are you the minister, what concerns you delving into other areas? And somebody, I think it was Babangida, who said that in the Federal Executive Council meeting, that they were referring to Tony Momo as the Socrates of the administration. Are you getting my point? Because Socrates is someone who was imbued with wisdom. Are you getting my point? So we were not part of the Executive Council meeting, which they held every week. We didn't know the role that each of them played. They would just say, okay, you are the Minister of the Environment, Minister, Commissioner for the Environment. Okay, we want to introduce these policies. We didn't know the people who generated this policy.
But don't you think that this is a flaw in our government? Because most of the people then when they watch for Obodo Yibo. Okay, we get a caller from Ijebode. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning
to you.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead, make your contribution, bros.
It's not bad. It's not bad for Governor Ambode to appoint a cabinet that works with Fashola, a person that works with Fashola. But I thank the guest in the office by saying that the most important thing is that the person must be a competent person. And if you look at it, just making that thing to just rolling around within the one family, it's not good, it's not bad as well. But the question is that those people, they don't have anything to offer Lagos State, to offer their godfather. So that is the major thing there. So we are just begging the government of today to just look into the people, because they are not only the people that are inside the Lagos that have made the Lagos better for Governor Ambode. So they should look at the people very well before they can choose anybody from there, because most of them, they are ready to serve their godfather, but not to move Lagos State as the way Governor Ambode wants to move it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much
Thank
for your
you very much.
contribution.
We were about to talk about the transparency or the ability to not to be able to judge some of their track records. You know, Bodo Yebo, we still have a lot of issues. We should be able to, if you have served before, there are some things that should be in public record that layman like us can just look and say, okay, oh, this person is in charge of this board. This person because if we leave everything to mind speculation, or the idea that how do we make informed decision or agree with the governor's choice?
That's why we beg the House of Assembly to do a thorough job. Just last night, I was listening to the interim, or let me just call him the interim chairman of the Information Committee in the Senate, that's Senator Dino Melaye, who said, yes, they are waiting for the president's ministerial list and that they were going to do a thorough job this time around. It's not going to be a matter of take a bow and leave. So we are going to appeal to members of the House of Assembly in Lagos to do a thorough job. Some of us, we always make reference to when Hillary Clinton, who is now going to become the President of America, was nominated to be the Secretary of State by Obama when he came in newly. And I remember that for about 3 weeks, I don't want to use the word drill. The members of the Senate were grilling this lady.
Yes.
In part of the fact that he was once a member of the Senate. But in Nigeria, even in Nigeria, say, once a senator, come in, take a bow, and leave. So I think what we need to tell the House of Assembly members is to we shouldn't use the word grill to drill these people.
Yes.
All right. So very lastly, I'd like to ask you this question, and my last question for today. Now, peradventure, they actually, make the appointment of commissioners and advisors. What do you feel go be the next thing on the plate of each serving member of state, and even Governor Ambode himself? What will be the key areas inside Lagos State where they need to focus their eye on him and his team as a whole?
We listened to the campaign of the man, and to me, like some of us really keyed into his campaign. We are looking at his antecedent. He was a government secretary. He served in the ministry for about 21 years. And as a chartered accountant, he resigned as the Auditor General or so, one of the youngest to occupy that position. So he knows where he's coming from. He has given some promises to Lagosians. And I think, to me, I'm not bothered about the people that he appoints as his commissioners. The question is, at the end of the 4 years, we are not going to assess the commissioners. We are going to assess somebody. So if he lies, let him go to Ibu Market to go and bring the market woman to come and be his commissioner. That's none of my business. My business is, at the end of 4 years, we want to see how far he has gone with his electoral promises. But there's something I want to correct about Nigerians, the issue of complaining about recycling. You see, government is a continuum. That's why usually in cabinets, you see an admixture of the old and new breed. The current president of America, Joe Biden, I suppose, or let us even take the immediate past vice president. That's, I've forgotten the name of this Halliburton man. The man has been in government for more than 25 years. The man even served George Bush's father. Because you need experience in government. Let us forget about recycling. You cannot just bring somebody. Governance is complex than what we see outside. So you cannot just pack rookies into cabinet and expect them to perform.
Oh my God. Honestly, we are bringing Mr. He will be a regular fixture. We will make sure that we harass him and it will be a regular fixture on our show because we need an informed. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Grill your mind.
God bless you.
All right, the Good Morning Naija show still they continue. We still get sports, entertainment, and some other things on top of the show. But don't leave your seat. We are coming back.
If you know, so just enjoy the video they want to just watch, make una sharply subscribe to our channel. Not darling.